I come to work every day intent on making sure that the families that I work with remain families, making sure that the kids that I work with have a place they can call home. And I'm saying, Derek, you're making a difference. What you're doing matters.
Children's Corps is a group of young people who really want to make a difference in the lives of children and families. They've been placed throughout New York City in different agencies in the 5 boroughs in Westchester. And those young people are willing to give 2 years of their life or more, some stay a third or fourth year, to really make a difference in the child welfare system. When the turnover rate is high and it's constantly new workers, children, moms, dads, grandmothers, they don't open up because they feel like I'm going to have to tell the story all over again. And by the time I open up, that person's gone. By having a low turnover, high retention rate system where workers stay and get retained and stay long enough for families to open up, you get better results.
Children's Corps is creating change by supporting workers so they can stay.
There's this unified language that we all speak. And I think it's a very positive language. It's a language about change.
What's great about Children's Corps is just the fact that you can have such a huge impact in people's lives, that you can work one-on-one and see people make changes in their lives. And it's kind of, obviously they're the ones that make the changes, but you're there to support them and to help them along the journey, which is an amazing thing, for someone to say, hey, you helped me change my life.
I come to work with the intention not to save families and save kids, but every day to give them tools and equipment to support themselves and to make lasting change in their lives. I moved to New York and I started work within the same week, and I didn't know many people here, so Children's Corps to me is like both an extended family, but also like the support network for my job. So I feel supported, I feel challenged, I feel like I can take risks and really throw myself into this work, knowing that I do have this family of supporters behind me. Both my coworkers who are my own age starting the work as well and feeling overwhelmed, and the older staff members who have done this work for a really long time and who are able to offer us their perspective and their guidance.
By supporting workers, it helps them to be able to support families.
Children's Corps was created so that we could strengthen the workforce in child welfare. Kids deserve to have the best workers they possibly can. There's some great workers out there already, but we thought there was a different way to recruit them, train them before they start, and then support them once they're there. We're not separate. We're part of the team that already exists.
Just give yourself the patience and the time to get to learn the job and know that these first few months are going to feel bumpy. You're never going to feel like you're doing it well enough.
It's not trying to duplicate anything. It's not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's not, it's almost just like if you have this big system full of cracks. I almost feel like Children's Corps is trying to be that glue that can maybe try to fill those cracks in to make it a stronger system. And I have a lot of respect for the fact that Children's Corps, as much as it's trying to sort of do something different or revolutionize the way some of this work is being done, it never really puts down the system, because it's actually really trying to think constructively. How can we make this a better system?
Children's Corps is a movement.
I think that what we're starting to see is how the Children's Corps members really do stick with child welfare and see it as a bigger vision about what we can do to change and to transform the system to make it the best for our children and families. For example, my supervisor now is an old Children's Corps member, and I think that this is actually one of the first times that a previous Children's Corps member is a supervisor for a current Children's Corps member.
How are the kids doing in the new home that we're going?
And as Children's Corps grows and grows, which it is, there's going to be hordes of members in agencies all over the city, hopefully all over the country, and they start to be supervisors, directors. They can go into policy, education, and these are the people who are going to start transforming the system on a bigger level.
Children's Corps is creating lasting change, moment to moment.
It's that moment when other families recognize that this is their opportunity, when they actually feel safe and secure in the work that I'm providing with them and the relationship that we've built together.
It's what I look forward to, just knowing that you're able to, let's say that kid, you're able to reunite that kid with his family, and everything is just back on track, like they never left, and, things are improved, and just being able to know that even if the kid isn't able to return home, they have someone who they can call family, someone who adopted them. Like, just to know that there's a happily ever after somewhere.
The payoff is the little victories that you get from seeing that the work you're doing is paying off, in the sense that people's lives get better. And we're working with people who are at really difficult and hard times in their life. And so to see even a little victory and to see them overcome that a little bit is really why I do the work. And I think I can speak for anyone else in child welfare that's why we stay.